The Pioneer team in Michigan planted a Pioneer Enlist soybean plot on May 6, 2020 in Birch Run, Michigan for demonstration purposes. The first block of the plot was a tank contamination simulation with 36 rows of Roundup Ready 2 soybeans divided into 6 test strips with 6 rows each, 4 of which were sprayed. The goal of this block was to show the safety and tolerance of Enlist on soybeans without the E3 trait. The whole block was treated with Sonic as a pre-emerge. The test strip on each end of the block received no additional treatment. On June 17th, the 4 middle test strips were sprayed with solutions that included either Enlist or Ingenia at a very low rate to simulate tank contamination. The herbicide Sonic was used as a pre-emerge in the plot, and the first and last test strips in Block 1 were used as check rows to compare the rows that were sprayed. Enlist herbicides utilize 2,4-D-choline and Colex-D technology to provide exceptional control of weeds with the benefit of near-zero volatility and flexible tank mix options. Enlist 1 is a straight goods 2,4-D-choline and was one of the herbicides used in Block 1 of this demonstration plot. The first treatment was sprayed with a 0.5% solution of Enlist, which is equivalent to 5 gallons of herbicide left in a 1,000-gallon tank. 9 days after spraying, some injury was visible. The stems of the beans showed some irregular bending, and this pattern continued through the second round of pictures. In the final evaluation of the first test strip on July 14th, the beans sprayed with a 0.5% solution of Enlist were fully recovered, and there was no visible difference between the beans in the check rows and the 0.5% Enlist beans. The next test strip was sprayed with a 0.5% solution of Ingenia, which is again the same concentration as 5 gallons of herbicide in a 1,000-gallon tank. 9 days after application, leaf cupping, which is obvious dicamba injury, was evident. The injury became more intense as time went on. When compared to the check rows, and even the beans sprayed with Enlist, the rows sprayed with a 0.5% solution of Ingenia were permanently stunted. In the test strip sprayed with a 5% solution of Enlist 1, which is equivalent to 50 gallons of herbicide left in a 1,000-gallon tank, leaf strapping and crooked stems showed evidence of injury caused by Enlist, but very little stunting was present. Although the plants did sustain visible injury throughout the duration of the summer, they showed continued growth after application of the herbicide. Most of the injury was present on the leaf tissue that directly received the herbicide spray. Subsequent growth did not show signs of injury. The final test strip was sprayed with a 5% solution of Ingenia, which is again the same concentration as 50 gallons of spray solution in a 1,000-gallon tank. This section experienced intense stunting and injury. The beans did not grow after the herbicide application. The stunting was visible from the highway just south of the field, and the beans were not expected to grow after July 14th. In the second block of the demonstration plot, Roundup Ready 2 soybeans were sprayed with a labeled rate application of Enlist and Ingenia. The beans sprayed with the labeled rate of Enlist 1 showed evidence of injury within 3 hours and ultimately died within several days. Soybeans without the Enlist trait cannot tolerate the labeled rate of Enlist 1 herbicide. The beans sprayed with Ingenia behaved in a similar way. Evidence of application was visible within 3 hours, and the beans died within several days. From the injury and stunting observed in both blocks of the demonstration plot, we can conclude that the soybeans without the E3 trait are more tolerant to Enlist than Ingenia. With the added benefit of near-zero volatility because of the 2,4-D-choline, Enlist herbicides are a safe option for farmers looking for superior weed control. Because of this safety and tolerance, soybeans are listed as a compatible crop for Enlist herbicides. Other compatible crops include corn, wheat, alfalfa, and sorghum.
Hello, I'm Matt Hamlin. I'm a Pioneer sales representative in Southwest Michigan. I'm also a specialty crop farmer. We raise corn, soybeans, cucumbers, blueberries, rye, and oats. As a specialty crop farmer, we've been limited in the herbicides that we've been able to use on our soybeans crops and corn crop due to rotational restrictions, and also due to the different crops that are raised around us. We're surrounded by apples, peaches, cherries, blueberries, a lot of stuff that are herbicide sensitive. This year we transitioned our farm to Enlist, and we have been very happy with the herbicide kill response. We've been really happy with the safety. The last thing I want to do is hurt my neighbor's crops or my own. So this season has been a blessing in that we have clean fields with extremely low risk when used appropriately. So I look forward into the 2021 season and helping my neighbors and my customers and our own farm, and keeping our fields clean and our product clean for delivery at harvest.